Hi, I'm Rich Torrey. Welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. All you ever need to follow along with me is pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? Now, before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. So for the past few weeks, we've been adding a thumbnail exercise to our character drawings. Most recently, drawing some of the great animal characters from Hanna-Barbera's incredible stable. The purpose of this exercise is to loosen up your drawing hand and your line, but more importantly, it gets your brain in the habit of bending and molding a character in your head before you ever put pencil to paper. Today we're going to draw another Hanna-Barbera superstar, one of the biggest stars of all time. I'm talking about the one and only Scooby-Doo. Starting with the 1969 hit Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?, Scooby starred in no fewer than 10 different Hanna-Barbera television series, ending that original run in 1991 with a pup named Scooby-Doo. And that doesn't even include all the television specials, spin-offs, direct-to-video movies, and theatrical films that followed. Needless to say, Scooby has become one of the most recognizable cartoon characters ever created. Now, just a reminder before we start, everything I draw in my videos is the first time I'm drawing it. No practice. I say that to let you know that the process I use works, and it will work for you too. Okay? So let's draw. We're going to draw Scooby-Doo step by step, giving you the secret formula so you can draw him again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I normally use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. With Scooby, we're going to start by drawing an oval to establish the basic size of his head. Then we'll overlap that with a soft, blobby oval to block in his big, expressive muzzle. Those two simple shapes will do most of the work for us. Scooby's whole body is a little over 3 of those ovals tall. In other words, however tall we sketch that original head oval, his entire body is about 3 of those stacked up, with his toes peeking out at the bottom. Now, Scooby is a fantastic character to study because he's built almost entirely from soft, organic shapes. Oval head, blobby muzzle, long floppy ears, deep barrel chest, long skinny legs, and those oversized paws that make him feel just a little clumsy, which of course is part of his charm. Even though his design looks loose and casual, his proportions are very specific. And once you understand those proportions, Scooby becomes surprisingly easy to draw. Okay, so let's draw in our roadmap for today's drawing of Scooby-Doo. Okay, so there's a roadmap of Scooby. Now, before we move on, let's break down Scooby into simple shapes for those of you who want a screen grab. Just something to help you to lay out your drawing. All right, so now we're on to step 2. In this step, we do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the third and final step, you want to draw as light as possible. We use guidelines to help position Scooby's eyes, eyebrows, muzzle, nose, ears, collar, body, and overall build. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing, so you want to keep them light enough to be able to erase them easily. Okay, so let's rough out the features for a drawing of Scooby-Doo. Alright, so there are the roughed out features of our Scooby-Doo drawing. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for that final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. This is where we get to draw in the final details of Scooby-Doo. And because we've already done all the hard work, we're not guessing anymore. Now is the time to slow down and clean up your lines and make sure that the drawing really feels like Scooby. Keep checking. Is the head shape working? Does the muzzle feel right? Are those floppy ears hanging naturally? And is the body landing just over 3 heads tall? And most importantly, does he look like the lovable, slightly goofy Great Dane we've all grown up with? Keep refining all the way until the very end. Okay? So let's draw in the final details for Scooby-Doo. Okay, so now as I said at the beginning, we're going to add one more step. This is our thumbnail exercise. And once again, this is where I want you to loosen up. The idea is to take what we've just learned from the main drawing of Scooby, his head shape, muzzle, body size, and overall proportions, and sketch a bunch of small, quick poses around him. These are not finished drawings. This is where you're literally thinking on paper. You're just using what you know about the character to move him or pose him in other ways. The point is not to make a perfect drawing. The point is to train your hand and your brain to understand how this character moves or how his body should look in other poses. Again, let me emphasize, the point isn't to make perfect little drawings. The point is to train your hand and your brain to understand how Scooby moves. Keep them rough, keep them small. Don't erase too much, okay? So let's draw in some loose thumbnail poses of Scooby-Doo. And that's how you do it. There you have it. One finished drawing surrounded by loose thumbnail sketches designed to help us to understand a character even better. In this case, of Hanna-Barbera's legendary Scooby-Doo. So how do you think you did? If this is the first time you've ever drawn Scooby or doing this kind of thumbnail exercise, you can't expect to have drawn him perfectly. You'll notice I don't spend time coloring our Scooby-Doo drawing because I want my lesson to focus solely on the drawing process. But now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing Scooby-Doo. And even more importantly, you now have a great exercise you can use with virtually any character. Draw one finished pose, then loosen up and sketch a bunch of thumbnails around it. I promise each time you do this, it'll get a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. So I'd love to see your thumbnail drawing of Scooby-Doo. If you can, take a picture and post it on either Facebook or Instagram. And don't forget to include the hashtag #LevelUpCartooning. I hope you had as much fun as I did with this one. Remember to subscribe and thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep drawing, my friends.